2011, I'd say it was a very, very memorable year for me. It was filled with a lot of shows. I performed at colleges all over the United States, including Duke, Boston University, University of Albany, UCSD, Wisconsin University, University of Maryland, and Johns Hopkins. On my own, I toured Seattle, Vancouver, San Francisco, Houston, Chicago, Denver, San Diego, Los Angeles, and my favorite place on earth, Hawaii. There, I greeted one of my best friends, Dan, who just returned from military service in South Korea. After spending some quality time there with my buddies, I hopped on the Digitour and hit up DC, Westchester and Lancaster in Pennsylvania, Baltimore and New York City. While all that was going on, I had some song placements in 2011 that were pretty cool. One of them was Make It or Break It on ABC Family with the song called I Choose Happiness, which also got placed in a movie called Lucky starring Colin Hanks. In Korea, actor Cha Taeyeon covered a Korean version of my song Can't Take This Away for my album Forever and Ever. That was for the soundtrack to the movie Champ. It's about horses. One of the best things about 2011 was that I got to go on a big trip with my buddies to Costa Rica, and that was an amazing experience. Along with Costa Rica, I was given the opportunity to perform in countries that I've never been to before. In June, I had my first ever Southeast Asia tour, which included Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Indonesia, and I went to Australia for the first time, Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane. That was an amazing experience as well. Another highlight of 2011 was the release of By My Side. The music video was produced and directed by none other than my great friends, Wong Fu Productions. I also met some great people in 2011, including 10-year-old piano prodigy Ethan Bortnick. I had an opportunity to open for him in Las Vegas at the Hilton. That was fun. I do want to give a particular shout out to Der Spiegel magazine in Germany for doing an interview with me. That was a great honor, so thank you. Of course, being a judge at an event called Collaboration is always fun, especially when you make new friends and see some old. I would say one of the biggest highlights of the year, though, is the release of my new album, Forever and Ever, which I spent the entire year working on. With all of your guys' support, we were able to take the album all the way up to number 2 on the singer-songwriter charts on iTunes. It also went up to 97 for the top albums for that day. So thank you guys very, very much. I wrapped up the year by going to Korea once again to perform some shows, and I also went to Japan for the very first time. We performed at the Tokyo office in Roppongi. Thanks to everyone who came out to that. As you can see, 2011 went really well for me, but I also went through some things that were not so good. I went to 2 funerals, which is the most I've ever been to in my life. I also went through some personal things that I won't mention here, but you'll probably hear it in a song sometime in the future. Maybe. But if there's one lesson that I've learned this year from all the traveling, the people I've met and lost, it's that everybody wants the same things in life, and it's to be happy. So here's to a great 2012, a fresh beginning. Let the good times begin.